Hey, Mom. There's Margie and Deborah. What's up? Howdy, howdy. Hey, Mom, comment again. Well, never mind. There it is. There, I fixed that issue. Now you're a mod. So you shouldn't be able to be blocked anymore. Oh, I've been busy today, guys. Got 3 people in here and 9 thumbs up. What's up with that? 2 people in here and 9 thumbs up. Margie said, hello, David. Set my alarm. Make sure the live chat is on. That should be it. Can you guys hear me and see me good? It's cold. It's real cold. I had to turn on both heaters in here. I've got my little 2-burner catalytic Mr. Buddy heater in here running full blast. Then I've got another 2-burner, an older style, I guess you'd call it, one that mounts to the top of a propane tank. I've got one of those back there at the back of the bus. But I worked on the tub a little bit today with the paint and everything. I had to cut the drain pipe and everything to fit. And let's see, I got all the old paint off the feet and I got it painted, or got those painted, I should say. And then I come out here when I was getting ready for the live. I've been putting masking tape on the floor, measuring everything out, figuring out what size of water tank I'm putting in here. It's going to end up making the bed be pretty tall, and the bathtub is actually like the back of the bathtub that slopes up is going to be kind of over top of one of the fender wells, just to make everything fit. Chris Myers said, hey, yep, sounds good. Hey, Sandy Wilkerson. Elizabeth Rojas in the house. What's up? Heather Hopper. Hey. There's my mom. Yeah, you're blue now. You got a wrench. Ain't nobody blocking you now. Hey, there's Tiny Tim Posey. Howdy. Tracy Jordan. Hey, how are you? Good evening, everyone. Dolores. Hello. Yeah, so busy day. I got one heck of a headache. And the heater in the back end of the bus, it was right up here next to me, but it's kind of loud. It's buzzing. Sounds like a bunch of bees buzzing, so I pushed it all the way to the back. I might need to go shut it off here in a minute. Would let it warm up here a little bit. Judy Plasters, hello from Oroville, California, Northern California, Butte County. Cool, that's a good ways away. Myers kids, what up? Love the tub, huh? Yeah. I think that's going to be a really special part of this bus build. So are you going to be living in the bus when it's done? That's the plan. I'm hoping we don't get forced into living into it like sooner than what we're ready to, but the plan is to sell the house and use what money I get from that to actually pay the house off and go buy a piece of land and start building my own house and just do everything debt free. With what I've already paid on this house since we've lived here in the last, whatever it's been, 7 or 8 years, it's over $100,000 that I've paid on the house so far. And I still got many years left on it. Paying the mortgage outright, like over the 30-year note, would end up being over $300,000, and I could build a lot of houses for $300,000. So the plan is just to get debt free, build my own home, use the sawmill to do that, and live in the school bus while we're doing so. Hopefully we can sell it. Sandy said, hey, Miss Betty. She said, hi, Sandy. The floor came out amazing. Yep, sure did. I'm liking it. So I can take you guys back here. We got 15 people in here. I'll take y'all back here real quick. There's two hands working. Get these cords off the little tripod here. Hopefully I don't mess nothing up by moving. Who's that? Oh, off the wall prepper. Hey, what's up, man? All right, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see here. Well, this right here is where the back end of the tub will be, where this tape line is. So it'll slope down, and the rear foot will be right here at the edge. And then right here, of course, will be where the plumbing and everything is. This square along that wall, 11 inches wide, is the 100-gallon water tank, which will come up here about 29 inches or so, which will actually make the top of the mattress right about here. And it'll actually go back 81 inches. Then we got our fuel tank right back there for the diesel heater. Right here's the diesel heater. It'll be plumbed right here to come out and blow air all the way up to the front of the bus up there. And basically the bed will take up this whole square where you can see all this blue tape right here. It'll just take up that space, and it'll give me enough room here to be able to access the back door. It won't be too comfortable to go in and out of the back door, but we can do it. And this is basically the size of a full-size mattress right here. And then that'll give me this space over here to have like a desk or something set up to where I can actually sit on the edge of the bed and have a desk right there. And then part of it will have, dresser drawers underneath of it or something. So that's the plan for that. We get back up here and sit down so everything's not all blurry. I don't know if it messed up or if you guys could really see, because I couldn't see the screen. Let me catch up here. Dang, we got 26 people in here now. Hey, Mary Jemison. My phone went, oh, there we go. Now I can see. Rachel says, love your bus, wish it was mine, from Maine. Well, Maine's a nice area. Margie said, hello, David, already have the layout? Yeah, I'm working on it. It's rough. I didn't think everything was going to work out like that, and it's still kind of up in the air. The difficult part is getting that tub back there behind the wheel well and getting the water tank back there, because the 100-gallon water tank I want to get is 81 inches long, and so yeah, that's going to be kind of tough. The bed is only 75 inches long, so that's a little difference there. But basically I've just got to figure out how to build the frame for the bed to where I can get the water tank underneath of it. It's going to kind of put us up a little high, because I think, what is 26 inches tall, I believe is what it is. So that will put the top of a 10-inch mattress at 36 inches. Off the wall prepper said, hey Dave, get some flex hose and run your heat to front also. It helps a lot. How many feet long is that bad boy? Overall, from bumper to bumper, it's 38 feet. And from right behind the driver's seat to the very back is 30 feet. I don't think we can run a very long run on that diesel heater. I'm just going to have it basically blowing out right there, and we might put another diesel heater up in the front. It's an 8 kilowatt diesel heater, so it's probably going to put out plenty of heat all by itself, but I'm kind of thinking we want to get a second one as a backup, and to where we can also heat the front a little easier. Elizabeth Rojas, I'm good, but you don't have to call me ma'am. It makes me feel old. A lot of us in here are old, though. Who called you ma'am? I didn't, I don't think. Oh, Mary Jimson said, I know. um, I hear the diesel heaters are great. Yeah, they are. What's up, Carolyn Messer? Uh, you had 3 vents in yours. What was it? A diesel heater? I'm not going to have it tapped into the diesel tank. It has its own separate tank back there. I'm actually going to have 2 tanks for it. I've got it's I want to say a 7-gallon. It's a plastic, like racing fuel jug. And I bought a bung thing, whatever you want to call it, to put in it. And I'm going to mount it back there so we can have extra. Oh, it was propane. Yeah, this one, it just comes with a short hose. I think it has all the specifications, like how long of a run you can put, but I guess the longer it is, the more back force or back pressure it puts on the motor and stuff, and it's not good on it. I was actually thinking about turning it to where it was just straight and it had just a straight shot instead of having an elbow. That's what I'm working out right now, is just figuring out exactly how I want it in there, because we're also going to have storage underneath the bed. I want to have the most storage I can have, plus I got to have room to get in there and work on the water pump and all that kind of stuff if I need to. But yeah, we'll probably end up putting a second one in here, maybe a smaller one. They make like the 2 kilowatt and the 5 kilowatt, but I opted for the 8, and it's right now they're running about 180 something for one of those. And I really want to get it hooked up so I can test it out while it's super cold out and see just how well it works compared to these propane heaters that I got in here. Like right now, it's pretty warm running these 2 heaters. I've got, let's see if I can show you here, this cord on here. I got that one right there running full bore. And then I got the little one back there that mounts on the tank. I've only got one burner on it running right now. And it's pretty warm. I could probably actually go shut it off. This thing's crooked, it's bugging me. So what do you guys want to talk about tonight? I'm fresh out of stuff. I've just been working and couldn't figure out what in the world to talk about. Unfortunately, I don't have the tub in here. We still got to, I'm going to probably finish the inside and the top of the tub. We got rid of the buffet table and went with a regular table and chairs. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do as far as that goes in here. I know I'm going to have like a pull out, like a couch that pulls out into a bed, and that's going to have all the solar charger, the inverter, and batteries and all that stuff will be underneath it, and it'll be right here behind me, I believe. I think what I'm trying to do is keep all the water and stuff like that on the passenger side, and power over on, or I'm sorry, the water on the driver's side, because the gray water tank needs to go on the driver's side. I think that's probably the best place to have it for dumping, like when you pull into a dump station or something, or when you park in an RV park. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I really don't know. But I think it goes on the driver's side for your like your black water and stuff, but we're not going to have a black water, we're just going to have a gray water. And so I think we're just going to put the water on the driver's side. So the kitchen sink will be on the driver's side, and then the power and stuff on the passenger side. I saw a shorts video the other day of a finished bus. It looked amazing, but wasn't mine. Please make sure to have proper ventilation when using propane heaters. Yep. I probably should open some windows now. and turn that other one off. It's like getting warm in here. Hang on just a minute. Had the windows cracked, but didn't have them cracked real far. Oh, that's another reason I really want to get that diesel heater going, because then I don't have to worry about having the windows open and stuff. What is the plan for a toilet? What kind? Planning on just building a composting toilet. They make, I think it costs like 70 or 80 bucks on, what is that site where you go buy stuff from people? I can't remember. I just seen two old people on a couch in here. What's up, guys? Good to see y'all in here. Grumpy Grandpa, hello, hello. Man, there's they make like the toilet seat thing, and you just make like the rest of it yourself. It can go on a bucket, but basically it's made to sit on top of like plywood, so you can actually build the frame and everything that you would sit on, and it has the urine diverter and everything built into it. It's kind of like fiberglass. So I've been considering possibly making my own with fiberglass, but why not just buy one that's, you know, kind of tried and true? Do you have carbon monoxide testers? No. Just whenever I fall out, there's carbon monoxide. No, this heater right here, I know for sure you can run it and it's not a problem. The catalytic propane heater, it's not an issue. The other one, on the other hand, I really don't know. I think you're supposed to have ventilation with it. But these right here with the catalytic stuff in it, it's supposed to be fine. But yeah, it's probably a good idea to have a window or two cracked to let in some fresh air. Take your chances. Yeah. Yep. I could, man, I used to have those 4-gas monitors when I was in the oil field, and it would test for H2S, carbon monoxide, low oxygen, and what was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was. I know there was 4 gases that it tested for all the time. I've been hit with H2S before, and that was not pleasant. I thought I was a goner. I thought it was the end of me. That was one thing that really scared me and made me want to get the heck out of the oil field. We were getting sent to some places that they knew had high H2S, and we didn't have all the proper equipment to be doing that. No, it wasn't radon, but that is one to, you know, if you have a home, to look out for. I don't think you really have anything to worry about in a bus for radon. So I think radon comes up out of the ground underneath your house. I think that's why they say you're supposed to have that plastic underneath your house. I don't know what good it does. It's cold in this cabin. It's not insulated. Ooh, man. You guys have a wood burning stove in there? A wood burning stove. Usually, I like. Well, Adam's cabin, it has insulation. But I tell you what, it was cold when we had to get in there and get a fire going in that stove, and it'd take a little bit to get it going because the wood was wet. Oh man, that was an adventure. I couldn't imagine how long it would take to warm up in there without insulation. Why is my chat not scrolling? Had that in my house in Kansas. Oh, radon. You have a wood fireplace. Well, that'll help. I couldn't imagine trying to heat with propane. That could be pretty expensive. How your cabinets come along? Not at all. I've been working on um, the tub and stuff since it's been really really cold. So I've been working on that. The board that I glued up, I planed it with the electric hand planer, got it all smoothed out and everything. So there's one panel done, but while I'm working on painting the tub in there, I cannot do any like woodworking and stirring up dust and stuff. Yeah. I wish I was Superman and could do all kinds of stuff at once. But plus, editing video, like, that's the problem. Like, I could do all this work and build this thing out pretty quick, but I'm also shooting video, trying to edit video. I literally spent 2 days the other day working on a video. One thing at a time, it will get there. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to get burnt out like big time. But it's hard to get burnt out on a project like this because I want to build it, and I kind of have to at the same time. I feel a need to kind of get it done quickly or as quickly as possible. But money is kind of an issue. I got to be able to buy things to finish it out. So gotta get money coming in and buy all the stuff I need. You need a producer like Fred. I don't know, man. Fred, he's always like disagreeing with everything you're trying to report, though. I would have probably pulled the headset off that last video you did. Man, Fred, he was like correcting you every couple minutes or every few seconds, I guess. He's like, nope, nope, no, Mark, no. You're wrong. I'm glad you guys do stuff that reports on things happening in the world because I don't watch TV at all. I don't spend any time whatsoever watching the news or worrying about what's going on in the world. If two old people on a couch or Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show doesn't put it out there, I probably don't care. There's a lot going on in the world that I used to watch a lot of stuff on political stuff and everything, and then it got to be too stressful, and I just said, you know what? I don't even care anymore. They're going to do whatever they're going to do, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to try to be prepared for whatever they might do. Fred was keeping him in line. That's good. It's all crap. Yep, that's what it is. It's all crap. All of it. Never watch MSM. I don't know what MSM is. MSNBC or something? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I could watch the news, and it doesn't matter what station I watch. I know when they're full of BS. I mean, I can see it. A lot of other people can't, but wait. Mary Jemison has a channel? MSM isn't where you get the true news from. Always research on your own. Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to research. I could watch like CNN and sit there and be thinking, all right, what are they hiding from me? I think I'm actually going to take my TV off the wall in the house and just sell it because we haven't turned it on in a long time. I don't even know how long. It's been a while. I think I turned it on a little while ago, probably a month or two ago, just so the dogs had something to listen to. I wasn't even in the house. I was outside doing something, but I think it, like, soothes the dogs a little bit so they're not like every time someone pulls up, they start barking. Margie said, I have not watched TV in years, getting close to 10 years. Dang, that's a good while. I mean, I watched TV a few months ago, and it's all like I don't have cable or nothing like that or internet here. All the internet's just on my phone. And so all I can watch is just the over the air stuff that barely comes in anymore. And it's usually, I think what is it? Laugh TV or something like that. And it's just all reruns and stuff that we've seen 100,000 times. We watch movies, but never news. Two hands working. I have two and haven't turned on in 2 years. Yeah, I mean, if it's not on YouTube, I really probably don't even care to watch it. Uh, our local news, like I'll get a notification or something every now and then if there's like an accident or something. I think it's called Joplin News First or something that pops up on my phone, and it'll usually be like a rollover crash or something like that, and so I can kind of see where that is. If I'm up there with my wife delivering Amazon, that's kind of important. It helps us like avoid a traffic jam or something like that. But that's about it for news. As far as the weather, I just try to check the radar every now and then and see what's going on. Tracy George said, I keep a TV for watching YouTube moves and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to, when I had the Wi-Fi internet here at the house, that was when I watched the TV a lot because I played YouTube on it. And when I'd go to bed at night, I would just put like the Crockers or somebody on and play their playlist and just turn it down and go to bed and leave it on all night. And I'd get up, in the middle of the night or something, and it would be like on that, blank screen, because I think YouTube, caught on that you were just letting it play or whatever. And so I'd go turn it back on and let it go for the rest of the night. Brendan Baker said, hello, two hands working. Oh, man. About ready to open up some more windows in here. Still warm. 36 people in here and 40 thumbs up. Dadgum, guys. That's good. Where is your tub? It's in my wood shop. I wish I could bring it out here, but it's not ready. So I did a little bit of research. Eric from Greenhorn One Acre was telling me that they have refinishing kits for those, and they want a lot of money for those refinishing kits. I think they're $170 something, I think, and they're just like a two-part epoxy. And I said, well, shoot, I've got that Total Boat tabletop epoxy, and it's what they use for putting on boats, right? And I said, well, shoot, I can just refinish it with that and just put some white dye in it and paint that on there, and it should look good. Yeah, I didn't use the latest picture. I put the feet on it after I painted them black and took pictures of that. I just haven't posted them yet because that was literally just a few minutes ago. Mary said the Crockers are fun to watch. Yeah. Will you take a video taking a bath in it? Grumpy Grandpa. What kind of question is that? I ain't showing me taking a bath in it unless there's a lot of bubbles. I ain't trying to be on YouTube half naked. I don't think that would get me very many views anyway. Brenda Baker said, I posted my first videos this week and was scared to death, LOL, but I'm changing my name to Redbird Farm, so you'll know. Okay. I'll try to remember that. I'll have to go see the video. Is it enamel or cast iron? It's cast iron, but it has enamel over it. And I believe it's been refinished once before. Not 100% sure. Tracy Jordan said, I love those old clawfoot tubs. Yeah, my analytics say that the majority of my viewers are male. It used to be the majority was female and they were aged like 45 to 65. And now it's like, I want to say it's 48% or something is female and the other is male in that same age group. Well, if you pass out, you have a lot of us that can call 911. Grumpy is a nut. He just says weird stuff sometimes. That's all right. Nana's Crazy Life, Donna J. Griggs, Hi Honey, talking to Margie. Do we share links for people, David? Share away. As long as they have a channel, like if they have videos on their channel, then I would say, yeah, you can share it. If it's just a person or maybe possibly a fake account, I probably wouldn't share those. But if it's someone who actually has content on their channel, yeah, go ahead and share that if they're in here. Problem with that is we need to know where to send the ambulance. Y'all know what my address is. If you don't, then you don't know how to use YouTube. I'll open up some windows. It's plenty warm in here. The wind just isn't blowing. Still have a tape measure on my side. Tracy Jordan said, I know where he lives. Yeah, she's been here before. My address is in the About tab on my channel. I run a business here. If you Google Hood's Custom Shop, it'll show you right where I'm at. I got people show up here all the time. I've only had 2 people show up here that only showed up here just because they watched my YouTube channel. And that's kind of weird. It's like, if you're going to show up here, I'm hoping you're here to do business, like to buy lumber from me or something. Other than, like, I've literally had 2 people show up here that just came here because they watched me on YouTube, and they just decided to drive here and like check it out and waste my time for a couple hours. It's like, look, I got stuff I gotta do. I only have so much daylight in a day to shoot videos and stuff. Yeah, stalkers. Yeah, there's one guy showed up. He's I think he was a Navy vet. Him and his wife showed up here, like just drove right up in the yard. And they pulled up right after we pulled in here, which was kind of weird. I thought maybe they was just following us. But he turned out to be a cool guy, and I sat there and talked to him for a while. Tracy Jordan said, I did both, watch on YouTube and bought something. Yep. See, that's different. You'd actually ordered something from me. Grumpy Grandpa's going to be my stalker. Cool. At least I don't have to worry about Grumpy Grandpa as a stalker. He'd be a good stalker to have. I don't think he'd want to hurt me or nothing, but there's a female out there that's been stalking me for years, and I keep getting friend requests from her and stuff, and it's just crazy. Crazy. she'll use the same pictures but different names. It's weird, but I don't know if that person's on my YouTube or not. Brenda Baker, off the wall prepper, just shared you on the community tab. Uh oh, Brenda. Your channel about to blow up. Grumpy guy never got a stalker. It's because when you put it out there, you put the information out there like, hey, this is where I live, people just typically ain't going to bother to even try to find you or whatever. I mean, there'd be some people, but I think usually when they're like, okay, person ain't got nothing to hide, they leave you alone most of the time, I think. But Marty said that would scare me, David. I'm running a business here, so I have to get over that fear, because if you're running a business from your home, you're running a business from your home, and all kinds of people are going to show up. I don't think I put anything out there that would give anyone a reason to be mad at me for any reason or whatever. Dave, she called me about you. I told her exactly where to go. You would do that, wouldn't you? Yeah, hit that thumbs up. O'Rourke's Littlefield, I subscribed to Brenda Baker. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Now, Brenda, you're the one that got the GoPro from me, right? See, I have a terrible memory. If I don't have it wrote down, I've got so much stuff going on in my life, I forget everything. If I'm not on here for a while, I'll start forgetting people's names. Now, if I forget Grumpy Grandpa's name, you know something's wrong with me. Well, you are even easier to find with a school bus in your front yard. Yep. No, I wanted it bad, LOL. Oh. Oh, are you the stalker, Brenda? Is that it? Is that what you're answering there? Or no, you didn't get the GoPro, but you wanted it bad? O'Rourke's Littlefield, can you not open carry in Missouri? Yes, you can. If you can legally own a firearm, you can open carry in Missouri. There's like some stores and stuff that have signs or whatever that say you can't or whatever, but you still can in Missouri. If they ask you to leave, you have to leave though. I have my CCW though, or whatever you call it. I got my card for concealed, which I actually need to renew that here before too long. I don't know when it's up, but I think it's coming due here pretty soon. Margie said, I'm back. Sorry, my internet kicked me off. Welcome back. I like David. You invited all subscribers to come and visit. That's a sign of a true nice person. Yeah. I'm not scared of people. I mean, I am to an extent, I'm careful about things. I try not to put out too much information and stuff, but I'm not going to live my life scared. I mean, I do typically always have a pew pretty close by, so that's a little bit of peace of mind. I've only had to pull it out one time, and that was shortly after I got it, and that was pretty crazy. It's a good thing I didn't use it. I was watching some kids for my wife's friend down at the river while my wife and her friend went up to the convenience store, and her friend's husband came down and was trying to take off with their kids, and he was on drugs, and he ended up grabbing my son Brandon, which her son David and my son Brandon were about the same age, and he mistook my son for his. And well, I had the pew in my pickup and went and got it, and then that's when I figured out who the guy was. he used to be a heavy set guy, and I hadn't seen him in years, and I had no idea who this person was at the moment until I heard his daughter yelling. She says, "No, Dad, no, I don't want to go with you," and that's when I figured out who he was. And so I put it away, and he got up in my face. He's like, "Why don't you just use it on me?" And well, when the cops showed up, he and his I was holding him on the ground, and his friend was kicking me in the back and stuff. It was pretty crazy. But he didn't get away with the kids, so that's all that really mattered. And then the cops were like, "Why didn't you use it?" I was like, "Because I figured out who he was, and I wasn't going to shoot the guy in front of his kids." I just decided to, ended up, I got punched in the side of the head and broke my glasses because of the whole ordeal, but nobody lost their life that day, so it's all good. Yeah, we quit hanging out with her because of all the stuff, like just those type of people typically tend to attract that kind of negative stuff, you know what I mean? So we just stopped hanging out with her. I mean, she split up with him, which was good, because the guy, he just can't stay away from drugs, but yeah. Fallen Arkansas veterans, what's up? I can't even talk today. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the tub when it's done. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you probably seen pictures of it, like after the drain pipe and stuff was put on it. Two old people on the couch. I don't want that responsibility. Oh, of Carrie? Well, I don't know. I always had this like image in my head that, what if somebody was to come up and try to take my daughter or something, and I can't whoop everyone's butt. And, a pew-pew is a great equalizer. So that's why me and my wife both went and got our CCW and have had it ever since. Been really liking my videos, huh? Howdy, the bus going? Well, it's going. Well, I got 39 people in here. You guys want to go see the layout again? Let me unplug the phone here. I'll try to not make everything blurry. Moving around, I think, messes with it, but well, let me grab this lantern. It's a little dark back there. All right. Right here on the fender well, that's where the tub will go, and the slope part will actually be back here. Hope you guys can see that, but it'll come up back here to about where that line is. It's a 4.5 foot tub, so it'll go from that tape line there to this tape line. Then we're going to have a wall right here, and the plumbing and stuff will kind of be tucked into that wall. And then right here, that little square right there is where the water tank will be, and that's also part of the bed. The bed will actually just be up on top of it right here. And then the bed will go from the wall all the way out to this line right here. And we got our fuel tank right there for the diesel heater. We're going to have storage right here in this area, the water pump and stuff in this area. And this is the 8 kilowatt diesel heater right here. And I'm thinking about either having it like this right here or like this right here, to where it just kind of blows straight up towards the front of the bus to heat it all up there. So that's the extent of me laying out, figuring out everything. I don't have the water tank yet, so I had to just look it up on Rec Pro. So if any of you guys are watching this right now or on the replay and you're planning on building a bus out, Rec Pro is a really good place to get stuff like that. Um, what about the feet? I haven't seen them. Yeah, you guys will see them here in a future video. So far, I've painted them black, but I'm planning on doing some hand painting on them with some gold, like a gold or yellow, something like that, to highlight some the features in it. It's kind of crazy because they had so many layers of paint on there. You couldn't hardly see any design in it, and there's actually design underneath that. I did some video on that this morning. Possum Run. David, if you come across another one that isn't expensive, let me know. I'm looking for a tub like that same size for my cabin. Yeah, the 4.5 foot is rare. Most of them are 60 inch. And I had to drive all the way over into Oklahoma to get that one. That one was over by Grove. Uh, it was just north of Grove. There's a place there. Man, Time and Time Again, I think is the name of it. There's another place that sells them all the time. It's called Red Barn Treasures, and that one's in Seneca, Missouri. That's not too far from me. But most of hers are running like $600 to $700 for one. That's for like the 60 inch. And I was like, holy cow. They wanted 400 for the one I got, and I talked her down to like 359, I think is what it was after tax. I think she said, "What? The Crouch Ranch is in here. What's up, Sid? Good to see you in here." Just pop in there. What's up? Hey, nice to see you. I seen you was live earlier, but I was working and stuff, so I couldn't really pop in there. That is cool right there. Have Sid pop in here. I've watched you guys for so many years and never really like said anything on your channel, and then you show up at the meetup. I'm like, hey, I know who this is. And like Grumpy Grandpa and Debbie, two old people on a couch, I seen them at the first meetup, and I just like started watching their channel and stuff. I started watching Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show, and then I found out about two old people on a couch from that, and they were actually the first people I seen there at the meetup. That was pretty cool. I was like, hey, there's Mark. Then I seen Sid there at the second meetup, I think it was, and I was like, hey, I know who that is. Like, super famous person over here, like all standing there by herself and stuff. I was like, man, what the heck's wrong with people? Don't they know who this is? Margie said, Brenda, I keep them separate and keep posting the children's things to the children's one. That set up, because if not, people won't be able to have notifications set up. They can't ring a bell on a child's. Yeah, and they can't even comment either if it's set for made for children. Honestly, I wouldn't put any of them as made for children. I mean, I don't know. That messes up your channel. It's weird. I don't know why they do it like that. I want to go, but Kevin is like, no one of us. It would be weird. LOL. I want to hit a casino along the way. You want to go to what? The meetup? I would definitely, like, if you can go to the meetup when the Crockers have the next meetup, I would highly suggest doing that if you have a channel and you want to grow it. My channel, the first meetup, I believe I was at 600 and something subs at that time, and I'd just been there for a while. Went to that first meetup, and that night after, I think it was, I posted a video of Dez cutting Jason's hair, I think it was, and I think I done a live or something. I don't remember if I done a live on that first one, but my channel just started blowing up, and I was at 900 and something after that meetup. And of course, met Tim from Ridge Life, and started going and checking out his channel and stuff, and seeing that he had that watch and grow. And I didn't even know how to get my channel entered for the watch and grow. And I went in and I actually commented early in it, and I guess that's what got my video thrown out there. And I actually had the video where I made the 100,000 subscriber plaque thing that I made for Jason or the Crockers, and he featured that video, which was a pretty decent video that I done. And my channel, that's when I got over the 1,000 subs and finally got monetized. That's kind of where everything really started taking off from. And then I went to the 41.36, which blew up my channel again. Honestly, like, working with other channels really helps out a lot when you can, where both of you benefit and everything, where you kind of share subs and everything. Most of the people in here, we share subs. And so like when I went to Des the Hobo Travel Nurse, I didn't gain a whole lot of subscribers. I gained a few, and she gained a few, I think. But yeah, it wasn't like, hundreds or anything like that. But the coolest thing was just getting to go and hang out with her was just super, super awesome. Hey, Patty Price. She said, hi, David and everyone. I wasn't allowed to go to the 41.36. Yeah, I don't know why. There was a lot of people there. Maybe they figured it was too far for you to drive or something. I don't know. But definitely hit them up and see if you can go out there this next 4th of July or something. That was a blast. I don't know if I'll be going there this 4th of July. I think Crazy Ed is talking about doing something over at his property. I don't know exactly what will happen there. The Crouch Ranch, I have not been to the 41.36. You gotta go there. It's cool. It's going to be really cool whenever they get Mel and Gary's house built. That's just going to be super cool. When I went there, I got to stay in what is now called the Thunderdome. There was nothing in there. There was just like insulation and a couple of pieces of sheetrock in there, and that's where I set up my cot. At least there was heat and air in there, because it got cold a few times. I'm not cool enough or own a sawmill. Hey, when I went there to work. I was being paid to work. That kind of cut out on the fun, though. It was much more fun when I went there for the 4th of July. And I wasn't feeling too well when I went there with the sawmill. I just, my stomach was messing with me hardcore. It jumped on me. 41.36 isn't a park, it's a home. I know they had people roll up on them. Not cool. Oh yeah, every day I was there, somebody would show up, like a new person would show up unannounced, and they're like, hey, I watch you on YouTube. We're like, that's weird. Like people pulling up the driveway and everyone's like grabbing pew-pews, like, what's going on here? Who's this person? It's weird. I mean, but most of the time it was just local people, I think. So, and like people who knew other people who, knew where the place was and whatnot. Oh my God, you're kidding. No, I'm not kidding. While I was there, it was pretty much a daily ordeal. Somebody would show up there. Kind of odd. I was like, well, that's just how it is in Arkansas. I mean, people there are super neighborly, even if they do live 50 miles away. How did people know their address? Most of it was just like local people that know the area. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but they didn't know the address. They just kind of knew the area. That's why no one says what the name of that mountain is behind them, so that like people don't find it. There's a lot of mountains around there, so that makes it a little difficult for most people. But yeah, Mama V was there. I think you were there, Mama V, whenever some of the people showed up. Don't roll up on the Crouch Ranch. We are only neighborly if you are invited. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I get people roll up here, and usually they're just here for business. They want to see if I can mill something up for them or something like that. And they only typically stop by when they just see that I'm outside. And so I'm just kind of looking at them weird when they pull up here. I would never give my address out to anyone at all. Eh, you can't run a business like that. I mean, certain businesses, I guess. If you're running a sawmill business and woodworking business, you kind of have to give your address out to people. It's not a big deal. I'm not like super famous or nothing. I don't have to worry too much about it. I know there's some weird people out there, but they mostly lit. I mean, most of the weird people are my neighbors, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm probably rednecker than most of the people who would come around here. They should be scared of me. Everyone can come and get an onion burger with us. We will give out our address. I know where you live. That is the way I know how my true friends are. Well, you're welcome here anytime, Grumpy Grandpa. Both of you guys and two old people on the couch. Yeah. I mean, even people who show up here to like, buy stuff from me or whatever, I ask them to, call me or whatever, and make sure that I'm going to be home. Because if I'm not home, there's someone else is probably here. And they know how to use pew pews. All right. See you later, Sid. Say hi to Mike. El Reno, Oklahoma. Yep. Yeah, I used to haul oil over there. We talked about that before. I actually hauled oil from a couple of wells right there by pretty close where Grumpy Grandpa lives. You will be Dave. Huh? I will be what? Thumbs up? I don't know what you mean. I'll be good. I'll be okay. uh, yes, ma'am, Pedmar. If someone shows up here other than Mailman, they're gonna meet my 22. Yeah, that's the scary part about being a Amazon delivery driver is you have to show up at people's addresses and stuff. Like out in Oklahoma, we deliver a lot over there too, and you know it's pretty common to go to a residence out there that's on 200 and something acres, and they've got pipe fence all around, and it's raining, so you can't deliver at their gate, which would be kind of stupid if you're delivering at their gate and people can just roll up and steal their stuff. So you open the gate and you drive all the way up to their house. And we went up to some fairly wealthy people's home before, and she come out of the house like looking at us like, who are you? And I'm like, I park far away from their house and get out and have the vest on and everything so they know that I'm Amazon. But they're like, holler at them, it's Amazon. I'm like, this is crazy. I need to get like a flashing light on top of the car or something. Oh, famous. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of famous. There's maybe 1,000 people watch my channel. No, we're not far from 3,000. That's a lot for me. I mean, I never thought I'd be at 3,000. I'm not there yet, but um, Amazon doesn't come here, and we have a PO box, so really no one shows up. I hate it when the mail lady delivers my stuff. They've literally taken my stuff and put it behind the back tire of my pickup. My mail lady, one of them, there's a few of them that come here, but I've got a terrible mail lady. I came out and there was a box behind my back tire of my pickup, and I'm like, why would you do that? I could have came out and just backed right over it. I talked to the postmaster about it, and that stuff quit. But she won't bring stuff to the door. She'll pull up, she'll honk the horn like 10 or 12 times, and then leave. Like as you're coming, like she'll go beep 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 beep, and then she starts backing up and leaving. She's terrible, terrible, terrible. Um, and I've told him before. I said if no one's home or no one comes to the door, just throw it out there on the doorstep or whatever. Like, don't take it back with you because then it takes me 3 days to get it. Um, Gotta go, Dave. Dang, I've been on here for an hour already. Dang. Ring doorbell. Yeah, I probably should get one, but I don't know. We're going to be probably selling this house pretty soon, hopefully. Those people with gates way away from their house need a doorbell of sorts or an intercom system at the gate. Yeah. And some of those places I've been to is just like a cattle gate. And then I found out that Amazon's like, nope, just leave it at the gate. I'm like, okay, fine, we'll do that. But the lady was like real appreciative. She's like, oh, I'm so glad you brought that up here because had I left it out there at the gate in the rain, it would have been ruined. Two hands work. I live down a private gated dirt road. If they come to my house, I'm looking stupid. Looking at them like, what you doing? What you doing up here in my bubble? I've been lost before and well thought I was lost. I was actually at the property. I'm like, you know, go through a gate and I see the people out there and they were homesteaders. And I open the gate, go in, close the gate, drive down there, and they're just looking at me the whole time I'm pulling down their driveway. And I'm like, hey, do you know where address blah 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 is? And they're like, oh yeah, that's right here. So I was at the right place. Like you guys should put a big plastic box out by your gate that has like a combination lock on it, and you can actually when you order stuff through Amazon, you can put that in the instructions that will give the delivery driver the combination code so he can unlock it, put your package in there, take his picture of it, and then leave from there and not have to drive all the way up to your place. Oh, I have nightmare stories about my mailman. Oh, do tell us. um, be careful, they may take that word throw literally. Yeah, I've seen Amazon delivery drivers. I've been delivering at one house and I see an Amazon delivery driver across the street, and they just like walk up there. They don't bend down and put the package on the step. They just toss it. I'm like, dude, seriously, would you want someone doing that with your stuff? I mean, come on. Uh, Possum Run said, sorry, editing, not paying attention to the chat much. So if you guys said hi to her or something, Mama V is editing, so she'll probably miss your comment. I know David is real. What he does and says is truth. Your channel is 100% real. Yeah, I ain't gonna be fake. I ain't got time to be fake. I mean, I edit a lot of stuff out. Like, if I do something I screw up, typically that gets cut out because I'm, saying bad words or something, right? So that'll get cut out, but other than that, I try to be, just me, myself, and I, 100% truthful. Tracy Jordan, I like my mail lady so far. Super nice and goes out of her way to deliver right to my door when stuff is too big for my mailbox. That's awesome. I wish my mail lady was like that. I'm surprised my stuff ain't been out in the middle of the road. Exactly. FedEx and UPS come to house. Postal Service won't. Yeah, I have a FedEx driver, which is actually the guy I did the video with, where he made the deer call for Tim at Ridge Life. He's actually one of my FedEx drivers, and he makes duck calls and deer calls and stuff. And I deliver to his house quite often. Actually, I've been there 5 or 6 times delivering like duck call parts and stuff like that to him. And I'll pull up to his house and I'll be like beep beep, and he'll come out of the shop. He's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Amazon." He'll come out and talk to me for a minute. That's pretty cool whenever you know the person, and like I see the address now. Whenever I go in there and I see the address, I'm like, "Oh man, I hope he's there whenever I get there, so I can say hey to him." And that's how I met him. He was actually delivering FedEx around here. He seen that I had a sawmill. He stopped by for a little bit because I was outside, and he's like, "Hey, do you have any spalted wood here?" I'm like, "Oh, I got a bunch of spalted wood here." I ended up giving him this huge chunk of spalted oak, and he made some really cool like duck calls and some turkey calls and stuff out of it. Good thing you don't have to edit out dadgum. I know, dadgummit. I keep saying it all the time. Just like old Matt Payne. I think, nope, I ain't got his shirt on right now. I took it off earlier. Dadgummit. My mail lady would leave my box open, and I live on a truck route, and big trucks drive and suck my mail out of the box. It flies in my yard. Oh, man. Man, I forgot all about your duck calls. It's been a good minute since I made any. I think Big Matt is still lurking in the background between. Are you talking about Matt Payne? I wish he had put some videos out. I don't know why he's not making videos. UPS, USPS, and FedEx has been great here. They all come all the way back to my bus to deliver. Do you still have your bus, Mama V? I seen you getting all this stuff to build with, but I ain't seen the bus. Yeah, I miss old son. Let's see, Possum Run Homestead. It's just because they are nosy. They got a great UPS driver. That guy would come out there to the 41.36, and he's pretty cool. I think he's been on some videos out there. I mean, he even come out there like when he was off work and stuff, and hung out for a bit and talked and stuff. But he also, I think, is maybe part owner of the property right next to him. Oh, you still have the bus? Okay. I was like, man, I hope you don't have to sell that thing. It'd be great if I could afford to come down there with the mill and mill up some trees for you and produce some lumber, but it takes money. That's what sucks. All right, guys, I've been on here for an hour and 9 minutes. I gotta go pee really bad. If you guys got any questions, put them out there right now, because I'm going to be getting off here pretty soon. It's kind of getting chilly in here again. I need to close that window back up. Hang on just a second. That wind's blowing in here now. Whew. Oh, and I got this other window open. I don't know what the temp is, but man, it has been cold here lately. Yesterday it was so cold I wouldn't even think about coming out to the bus. Hang on, guys, I'll be right back. Shoot day. All right, now I don't have to jump off here so quick. And Dragonfly said, so go pee, we can wait. I knew somebody was going to say that. Good night, Mom. Yeah, I think it's the theme gotta go to. What's next on the bus? Love the bathtub. Well, what's next is actually like planning everything out. Now that I have the floor in here, I can put the tape down on the floor and measure out for kind of where everything is going to go. I've got to start getting, well, I want to get the diesel heater installed and get it hooked up. Then I need to get the freshwater tank put in so I can build a frame around that for the bed. And then also I got to get, well, I got to get the tub in here next because the bed frame can't be there to get the tub in. The bed frame can actually be one of the last things I do. Margie Pedmar said maybe Mama V can get a collection going to help her pay for some resources for her build. Night all. Good chat. Looking forward to your next video, David. Yeah, I've got a couple. I got one, I think, that I've got it edited. I've just got to get it uploaded and put out there. I was thinking about releasing it today, but I already released one this morning. So, Sandy Wilkerson said, good night, Tracy. It got cold in here. I had the windows wide open, and the wind just blowing the heat right out. I still got, what, 2 windows cracked open, so yeah, I really can't wait to get that diesel heater going. That'll make it nice in here. It might be loud, but it's going to make it so much nicer because the propane makes the windows kind of get that moisture on them, the condensation on them. Possum Run said, I hand built the whole interior of my bus, was fun and made it unique. You done a good job on it too. Unfortunately, I didn't get to look inside of it out there at the 41.36. Just never, I guess, got around to it. You had talked about, me checking it out while I was there, but never got to look at it. But I went and looked at your Instagram and stuff and kind of seen how you done some of the stuff. And I was like, man, that is cool. I think you said you'd done a lot of that or all of it with like pallet wood. I may be wrong, but I thought everybody else talking about got to go was talking about going to the bathroom. yeah, gotta go to the bathroom. Well, see, fortunately for you guys, you're not on camera. that Gatorade was going through me. Dolores said, good night, all. Good night. So I got some decaf the other day, and I tried it out yesterday. Oh my gosh, I hate decaf. But But the doctor says I cannot have like regular coffee, and the decaf was not much better for me. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to have like actually have coffee with my Monday morning coffee chat. That kind of makes it, you know, I don't know what you call that, but I guess I can't really call it coffee with Dave anymore because every time I drink coffee, I spend like the next 3 days paying for it. Uh, when my dad built our camper bus, he used a hide-a-bed couch for his mom's bed, put closets over the wheel wells. Cool. I'm going to have a tub and a toilet over top of one wheel well, and then the other wheel well will probably have bunk beds over it. You'll want to keep one window cracked with the diesel heater, but it's an awesome heater. You'll love it. Why do I have to keep a window cracked? Is it going to be because it's too hot? uh, look into 50-50, half decaf caffeine, or half decaf and half caffeine. I don't know. They said that I'm sensitive to caffeine, and that's why I can't drink soda pop or tea or coffee anymore, and I can't have Excedrin because apparently I'm sensitive to caffeine now. Because it stinks like diesel. I hope not. I had a diesel heater in a semi truck that I had. Dragonflies says for exhaust. Well, the exhaust is piped out through the bottom of the bus. Is sensitivity that it raises your blood pressure? I don't know. I can't really like nail it down what it is that raises my blood pressure. I suspect that it has something more to do with the esophageal erosions and the acid coming up and getting to those nerves and possibly some blood vessels right there causing them to constrict or something like that. But I have to go get another endoscopy or something done so they can look and see what's going on. Yeah, but after taking, well, see, the problem is like when I drink coffee, my acid reflux like goes crazy, and that causes when I go to bed at night, it gets up in that hiatal hernia and kind of sits there and eats away at stuff, and that's where a lot of the problems are coming from, I think. Dragonfly said, I'm sensitive to caffeine too. I have to have 2 pots of coffee a day. See, I used to drink coffee like crazy. When I was over the road, like coffee on a winter day, like in the summer I didn't really drink coffee much, but in the wintertime, like I was big on coffee in the winter. If it was cold, I had to get some coffee. If you have bad high blood pressure, look into taking a magnesium and potassium pill. Well, see, I don't normally have bad high blood pressure. Uh, I think it's normally in the 130 over 70 something, maybe 80 something, like a low 80s. Uh, but whenever the acid reflux stuff starts going crazy on me, then my blood pressure starts going up. And they don't want to put me on a blood pressure medication because there's no evidence of a long-term like high blood pressure problem or anything. My daughter had really high blood pressure one day because just before the appointment she downed a big frappe. Dang. Otherwise she's okay. Yeah, I don't think that's really it for me. I don't think the caffeine really does it. I think it contributes to it though. It's hard to say because I could drink coffee and be fine for a few hours, and it doesn't really bother me. But then later on in the afternoon is when things start getting crazy. So I mean, I have no idea what it really is, and I can't afford to go to the doctor and stuff all the time. The last time I went, it was $75, and basically I said, okay, I'm on this, this, and this, and this from the ER doc. He put me on all this stuff or whatever, and then she's like, well, keep taking that and come back and see me in 30 days. Like, why did I pay you $75? Buy some apple cider vinegar uh, with the mother. Take a tablespoon with 12-ounce water, apple cider vinegar. Where did that go? It's jumping. The thing's jumping on me. Um, 12-ounce water, apple cider vinegar with mother will cut the what's mother? Or did you misspell or did it change it on you? Doesn't smell like diesel except when you're filling it. I'm just sensitive to it. And keep a window open. You can even draw from a larger tank or your main diesel tank. Yeah, I'm just gonna have two tanks inside hooked up to it. Um, I don't want to draw from the big tank. Besides that, the big tank is up towards the front, and I'd have to run a lot of line, and I just don't want to do that. Beetroot powder is great to help bring down blood pressure. Donnie had given his testimony on our live stream earlier tonight. She's 18 now, and her blood pressure is fine. She only has coffee drinks once a week now. Yeah, that's all I was doing was on my Monday mornings having coffee then, and I ain't doing it no more. It's mainly because it's not, I don't think the caffeine causing the blood pressure or anything like that. My blood pressure has been mildly okay. I mean, not real high or anything, and maybe 140 over 80, right? I haven't even been checking it a whole lot here lately because it just hasn't been a real issue. But the coffee causes other, stomach problems and everything, which, causes the acid reflux to become a problem. But I'm no doctor, so I don't know. It's just, if I could get the ulcer to heal up and go away, it probably wouldn't be a problem anymore. I could probably go back to drinking coffee. Full of vitamins and minerals. No apple cider vinegar with the mother means it's all natural vinegar that has not been strained. Oh. Yeah, I tried, what was it? I think someone told me to drink pickle juice once before, and oh my gosh, that made it worse. um, but there's things that I know for sure that cause big problems that contribute to that blood pressure and everything. That's chocolate, to anything with tomato, anything in it, and that sucks because I really like tomatoes, like the cherry tomatoes. I can't have those anymore because I used to have them on my salad. I cannot eat salad. If it has iceberg lettuce in it, I cannot eat that. My body rejects it big time. I can have like the fresh green spinach does not mess with me, but iceberg lettuce, forget it. I had acid reflux bad. Well, heartburn and my gallbladder taken out, and only had heartburn once in the last 22 years since taking it out. Carolyn Master said, need to go, David. I have enjoyed your live tonight. Take care. See you later. All right. Take care, Carolyn. Yeah, I mean, my acid reflux was heartburn for many, many years. Just your average heartburn where you're just like, oh man, and then it turned into basically feels like a freaking heart attack. Would make my whole left arm go numb. My fingers in my left hand would tingle and stuff. This last time, it started affecting my right hand, and I have a cut right here by this knuckle. I don't know. You guys can probably see that. That was from back in like 2000 or 2001, I think, when I done that. And so this side of my finger is numb. I mean, I can kind of feel it. The weird thing was, I think it was the acid reflux and the esophageal erosions was getting to the nerves, and it made this finger go numb. And then I could feel everything in this finger, and that was crazy. That was messing with me big time. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah. Man, that's awesome. Got 66 thumbs up. Still got 29 people in here. I've been on here for almost an hour and a half. Any more questions, guys? I mean, that's what these lives are about is, so you guys get to ask me questions and I get to answer them or whatever, kind of show you behind the scenes what I got going on here. Unfortunately, I can't take you inside the wood shop because I don't have service in there worth a darn. It'll cut out really bad. That's why I come out here to the bus because, I mean, it's a metal bus. That's what's weird about it, but it still gets good signal. I think it's good. I don't know. I know I had a live one time in the wood shop, and it was terrible. It was cutting out really bad, so I figured out I couldn't do a live down there because it is kind of in the ground. So, but yeah, I don't see any more chat in here. Jackie Sailor said, "I drive a bus for a school, or you a school bus? Oh, okay." But not a schoolie, just a school bus. Let's see. My dad, he had an ulcer, and he would add a eighth to a quarter of a teaspoon of baking soda to his pot of coffee to drink it, and it didn't bother his stomach. I've not heard of that before. Interesting. A 65 passenger. This one is a 77 passenger, or was a 77 passenger. It's a 12 window. I measured it from bumper to bumper. It's 38 feet right now from bumper to bumper. Where I started the flooring right behind the driver's seat all the way to the back is 30 feet. But yeah, I guess at an hour and a half, we're going to jump off here. So if you got anything else, my biggest thing has been like just trying to figure out where I'm going to put everything. Mary Jameson said, "Yes, very true, Pedmore. Your whole bus is your antenna." Yeah. I wonder if the chat's like just popping in here like out of order or something. Because Pedmore said scary. Okay, that's what Mary was talking about. Jackie said I can drive that too, but I'm not high enough up to deserve a 77 passenger bus. Jackie said hopefully next year though. Possum Run. She said good night all. Have a great evening. Good night, Mama V. Oh, I need to catch up on some of your videos. I clicked on one earlier and seen, I don't know if it was a short or what it was, but I seen you unloading blocks or something. But I was busy. I just let it play through whatever it was I clicked on. Unfortunately, I was running a grinder, so I couldn't like listen to what was going on. I was grinding stuff, paint off of the feet of the tub. But I do play your videos. Yeah, I think I seen another one where I think Drew took you or something somewhere to pick up some stuff. Sojourner said, "Good night." Good night, everybody. An hour and 29 minutes. Got like 14 seconds left. I'm jumping out of here. So guys, thank you so much for stopping in. It's been great hanging out with y'all. Switch to live chat instead of top chat. I am in live chat. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.